Today, we're gonna find out once and for all who makes the best fried mozzarella, and that's starting right now. You probably call this mozzarella sticks and dip them in marinara sauce. Local to the capital region of upstate New York, many restaurants that serve mozzarella sticks provide a sweet raspberry sauce known as Melba in lieu of the tomato sauce. If you find this weird, consider that cheese platters frequently include fresh fruit or jam, or that gooey brie cheese gets baked with fruit or preserves all the time. It's something you have to try before you judge, and I have a recipe linked down below in case you want to. Ever since coming to the area in 1996, I've been obsessed with this dish. Today, together with my Melba-loving friend Emily, we are going to sample mozzarella with Melba at two area restaurants. Ralph's Italian Restaurant, the local foodie favorite, and Scubber's, my personal favorite, to see who makes the best version. So we're here at the first stop, Ralph's. I'm here with my friend Emily. Like I said, she loves Melba, and we'll talk a little bit about how she and I met because it's really funny and it relates to the topic today. Anyway, getting to this Melba, we got to see how it tastes, guys, so let's check it out. All right, Emily, we're going to have you try this first. So go ahead. I got marinara sauce and I got the Melba raspberry sauce. So
I'm partial to the Melba, but of course we got to try the classic marinara.
Okay.
So let's break into this first. Okay, all right, it's okay. No cheese pool, but I'm not dissatisfied. It looks like some good Melba. That's pretty good Melba, I can't lie. Is it house made?
They say it is.
They say it is. I believe them. I believe them.
Okay.
All right, let's go for the marinara. The classic, not Albany. Let's see. That's a good marinara. That's a homemade marinara, I can tell you that right now. But the Melba has my heart. These are good mozz sticks. These are pretty good. Okay, Ralph's. I'm a little bit disappointed in the cheese pull though, but I am confident that if these hadn't been sitting in the wind for about 5 minutes, we would have gotten that satisfaction. Is it better than Scubber's though? I don't know.
All right, my turn. So I've never had these, and looking at them, anyway, let me shut up and take a bite. Perfect. So what I was thinking when I saw these was that these were your standard food service mozzarella sticks. Having bitten into them, I can tell you these are definitely homemade. I'm surprised that the breading doesn't have more seasoning, like oregano. It's just kind of a plain breading, which I think works good with the Melba. The Melba though, I don't know that that's homemade, Emily.
You don't think so?
I think there's a good possibility that's the jarred stuff we get at most restaurants.
It's pretty good.
It is good.
It's not over sugary.
Yeah. So what usually happens with this is it's almost like a jelly in a lot of places. And this here, it's almost like it's been thinned out. Maybe not jelly, jam. Jelly doesn't have seeds in it. Jam does, right? That's the difference. I think that's the distinction. I think the Melba's good. The mozzarella sticks are definitely good. But I gotta try it with the marinara sauce just to make it complete. Okay. Definitely a homemade sauce, so it's not like they're phoning that in. But I'd rather the Melba. I think once you taste this, and you'll probably agree with this, once you do Melba, you can't go back to anything else, right?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. There's nothing like Melba. I was a little bit confident. I was a little bit weary on the Melba, but there you can see some like fiber, some seeds. So I'm like, okay, maybe, because there are lazy restaurants where you don't get any of this. It's kind of just like a sauce. So I'm like, maybe give them the benefit of the doubt. It is homemade, but I'm a little bit on the edge about that one.
All right, on to Scubber's. If you're wondering why I picked these two particular places, one reason was proximity. Ralph's and Scubber's reside less than 3 miles from each other. They're also typically lauded as the best versions in the area. There are a few other noteworthy places like Swifty's and JT Maxey's who also get mentioned a lot. Most other places though do just serve frozen food service mozzarella sticks and jarred raspberry sauce, sadly. For my first time trying Ralph's, this was a very good showing. Scubber's is a place you've seen highlighted here a few times before if you've been watching long enough. Their wing sauce is the best in the area, and they also make monster-sized mozzarella sticks and a clearly homemade raspberry sauce. You'll notice as we try these, we forgot the marinara sauce. But let's dig into what Scubber's gave us on this day. Emily's already digging into these. They're so good. I've featured them so many times on the channel here before. Let's get into it, and you guys can be the judge, but we'll tell you what's up.
Tried and true. This is what Jerry just told me is a wet batter. It makes so much sense. They're so gooey and cheesy. You see that? They're just like falling apart. I've had a lot of mozzarella sticks, but you really cannot go wrong. In the Melba, there are fibers in there. It has a nice tanginess to it. It's not overly sweet. They're just doing what needs to be done.
Yeah, I could tell you, I don't want to give away too many secrets because I'm sure I don't know all of them, but I could tell you a little bit about what they're doing in there.
I'd be interested to know because there's moments where I've craved this and had no access to it. So if I can make a little variation, I know it'll never be as great. Oh, I'm in heaven. Heaven. If you like this, make sure to smash the thumbs up and subscribe.
All right, my turn. So here we go. You guys have seen me taste this at least twice. Yeah, I mean, what I love about these, and you can see it's falling apart, they use pretty high fat mozzarella. They're cutting them in there, they're breading them in there. Like you said, like a wet like egg batter with flour. I don't know the secret as the breading. I've been coming here for 25 years, they won't tell me. But I can tell you the sauce is definitely at least raspberries and sugar, just cooked down with water, very simple. There's not much to it. And that's what I like about this version is it's kind of a clean taste. You don't get that kind of overly sweet, right? Like when you get the Melba at like a chain, it's almost like it's like too sweet.
Too much sugar.
It just tastes like raspberries. It's so good. And then the sticks themselves.
Even after sitting in the wind, we gotta get cheese pull there.
So amazing. So here's a funny story about this. A couple of years ago, kind of right, I don't remember if it was before or after the pandemic, but I'll put it up on the screen. Emily, somebody had retweeted something that she put on Twitter, and it was like a random tweet of somebody saying mozzarella with raspberry. I zeroed in on exactly the place, and it was Scubber's. And I remember responding to her, and it's just funny that the ways that people meet each other. Over the last couple of years, we've been meaning to do something together as far as like a collaboration. For me, to do this kind of showdown was like the perfect thing because it was just like, that was the first interaction that we had. The other thing is, Emily actually did a little bit of research. Some things that I actually knew, because if you look it up online, there aren't too many resources as far as what the origin of this is. It's the weirdest thing, like who would have thought to put raspberry with mozzarella? But it's a thing kind of central to this area, but she's gonna say a little bit more about that.
So nobody really knows where this tradition of Melba and mozzarella got started. Now Melba's traditionally French, which is just a raspberry reduction sauce, but how did this come to be? And of all places, Albany, New York as our signature dish. Check all over and everybody had the same question. We don't truly know. However, it is theorized that it started right here on this very road with HP Mulligans, just appeared magically on the menu, who later went on to own another one of my favorite restaurants that no longer is here, Real Seafood Company. He came up with the idea, apparently, and it just took off from there. People loved it.
And I really love the Melba mozzarella sticks too. I've been coming to Scubber's for 25 years now. Actually, I think we're going on 26. And every time I've ever come here, I've always ordered the mozzarella with Melba. There's just no competition. Ralph's was good, but this here, you can't compete with this at all. So if you're not in the Albany area and you want to try to make your own mozzarella with Melba, I got you covered. Click into this video right here to check that out. My catchphrase is making a mess when I drop stuff on me.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.